Hey, Reading Christian Fellowship, it's John Kraft. Hey, it's been a little bit since we've chatted, but I'm really excited to give you an update and to let you know kind of what's going on at Reading Christian Fellowship and how you can be a part. The first thing I want to talk about is we have a new round of Begin the Journey classes coming up. Now, some of you have been a part of Reading Christian for a long time, and you think, Begin the Journey, that's not for me. Well, it is. It might be for you. Because what Begin the Journey really is about learning about what we believe as a church, what we think God wants to do in us as a church, and how you can be involved with your church as we help people take their next step in following Jesus. So our next class is going to start July 20th. We're actually going to do it on Monday evenings from 6:30 to 7:30. If you're interested in being a part of that, you can contact Pastor Rick Penner at rick@rcfellowship.org. And as we see interest in the class, as we see what people want to do, we're going to make the decision whether we'll do that in person here at the church or do it virtually via Zoom. So again, Begin the Journey, a fabulous way for you to get connected with what God is doing here at Reading Christian Fellowship. Another way to get connected is through our services, whether you continue to worship online or you come for an in-person service. You know, we've been meeting at 8:30 and 10:30 here in our auditorium for a worship service. As we move through this time, we're not singing. Masks are required, so it's a little different, but I have to tell you, man, it has been incredibly worshipful, really impactful as we gather together, one, so that we're in the same room worshiping together. But Pastor Tom and his team have been working to put together services that are really meaningful, really cause us to think about the greatness of God. And so, if you want to come, 8:30, 10:30, you can reserve your spot online at rcfellowship.org. It just helps us to be able to accommodate people as we have those who want to come. Now, there are those who are still concerned about gathering together. And so whether it's because of age or underlying health conditions, or you're just concerned about being in a group of people, we fully understand that, and we fully bless you to continue worshiping online. You can do that in a couple of ways. We are recording a service that includes worship music, so if you miss that, you can still get that. You can still worship musically online. It's got the same sermon as we have here on Sunday morning. But some of you want to connect with what is actually taking place in the auditorium on Sunday morning, and so we also are live streaming those services as well. So lots of ways that you can connect online. And really, whether you're here in person or you are here virtually, we love you all the same, and we bless you all the same. And so it's not like, we like the people who are here and not the others, or vice versa. We really just want to be here for you and connect with you in whatever way you feel comfortable. Another just great way to connect with what God is doing here at the church is through giving. We're so thankful for the way that God and you have been faithful in giving financially to the church. And I'm just reminded that when we give financially, we align our hearts with what God is doing, with His agenda. And so in that spirit, we invite you to continue to give. Because as we are seeing things open up a little bit more, we are seeing more and more ministry take place. And God's doing some very, very cool things. As life groups are beginning to meet together, some smaller groups are meeting together. As our youth ministries are beginning to kick off, as they meet on Wednesday and Thursday evenings outside to accommodate social distancing. But all of those things, they take resources to do. And so as you give, you allow people to take their next step in following Jesus as they're involved in these different ministries. And so we'd invite you to consider how you can align your heart with what God is doing through giving. You can do that here in person. You can mail something into the church if you don't want to come to a service, or you can log on and give online at rcfellowship.org. It's a fabulous way to give. There are lots and lots of really good things going on. In the midst of a shutdown, it can be so easy to become discouraged. But through the shutdown, we've seen several people place their faith in Jesus Christ, in the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross, in their place and on their behalf. It's so incredible to think that even when we feel like things are totally out of control, they're never out of God's control. And God can use this time to glorify himself by bringing people into a relationship with himself. And so, think of how you can be a part, whether it's joining a Begin the Journey class, whether it's coming to services, whether it's giving online, or seeing kids involved in youth ministry, students involved in youth ministry. So many ways that you can be involved, so many ways that you can pray. Everyone, we love you. We miss you. We just look forward to when we can get back to normal, whatever that's going to look like. But until then, we keep focused on Jesus and we keep loving Reading. Everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good week. God bless.